Actually, the toilets were the biggest cultural shock when I came to Japan because there were like so many buttons to press, but it was pretty easy to adapt to that because yeah, it's Japan, so technology, so it was not hard to get used to that. I would say do not press any buttons while you're standing. Just keep pressing when you sit, and like it's easy to use though it's written in Japanese. It's very understanding, so just that only advice. Don't ever press a button when you're standing.
When we went to supermarket, you must notice too that we don't need to keep our things outside the supermarket, but in China we usually need to put our own goods outside. And also one thing, they don't use currency detector even for 10,000 yen bill. I pretty appreciate that because it shows they trust us citizens. And to conclusion, I hope I won't be shocked by my own culture when I come back to China. Thank you.
Culture shock.
Yeah, in Japan.
Okay, what is the best culture shock? I guess the best culture shock here is the bathing culture. So when people take a bath together, it's really a shock. You know, did it shock you?
Yes, it did.
But you're Japanese.
But I didn't grow up here.
So my
Yeah,
first time
okay.
in Fukuoka, I got lost. So I had to stay overnight in a what do you call that? The capsule.
Capsule
thingy?
hotel.
Yeah, a capsule hotel, and I needed to find the bathroom to take a bath. And finally, I saw the bath. There were so many naked men, and I go like, okay, which do I hide first? which do I cover first? Because everybody's naked, so it's my first time really, and it's really so shocking to me. What's shocking in Japan?
Similar to you, the onsen.
Yeah, the onsen, right?
The onsen. I went to a both male and female onsen, and then they were there, naked, all old. And they were all old, and I was the youngest there, and it was very scary. And they were all looking at me and laughing at me because I had my clothes on. Yeah.
I think the biggest culture shock was about the fashion. Like, the fashion here in Japan is very different with other countries that I know. Even if I compare to Indonesia, like, if we talk about university students in Indonesia, the students are not used to dress up and then even to change hair colors or to do makeup. But here, that I got used to the fashion and how people dress up. Yeah, so I think that's the biggest culture shock.
And at that time, my first culture shock was about Jido Hanbaiki. In English, it's a vending machine. That one was really surprising for me because in Central Asian countries, we don't have that kind of vending machines. Everything, if you want to buy a drink, you can buy from shop only.